What's up, everybody? Welcome to the tour, your sports and life podcast. Today, we're going to talk about some NFL, some soccer, and NBA, and some Formula One. And then we'll go on a quick rant. I'll try and add a quick life section for you guys, kind of something mental health related. I'm trying out. Just kind of get this podcast kind of in a different way where we can help each other. Um, but before I start, you might hear a fan in the background. It's hot as shit out here. It's like in Seattle, it's like 80 something. I know for most of you guys, that's 80 is like nothing, but in Washington State, it's hot as fuck. Anyway, let's start with the NBA. So to begin with, the season has finally resumed. We have real games now. Um, Teams are playing to get into the playoffs. A lot of teams are just kind of coasting right now, just trying to kind of get everybody back to playing shape. Some of the teams I can think of is like LA, the Clippers, and the Lakers. Those are like one of the main teams, just kind of out there to kind of get their star players going a little bit, but mainly just to get the role players with something to start off with. Um, so yeah, NBA is back. Good games going on. Definitely get a chance to watch them. I try to watch as many as possible. Um, so yeah, we'll move on to the next thing. The one thing I want to talk about is the rookie of the year. So far it's pretty much Ja versus Zion, and the the consensus is Ja is gonna win. He's played the whole year, been dynamic. The guy's playing like 17, almost 10 assists. You know, for a rookie, he's playing like insanely well. So he's doing pretty good. Zion's just out here changing the game. The thing about Zion, he hasn't played enough games, so I don't think he should be in the consideration to win the Rookie of the Year. But of course, you know, he's a big name. He's the reason why the Pelicans are even in the bubble because of Zion. So I want Ja to win it. If Zion wins it, I won't be mad. I'll just be like, come on, man. Like that's kind of the NBA thing. Just kind of give it the big name, sell some jerseys, all that kind of stuff. But they're both really good, like rookies. So moving forward, they're gonna be the faces of their franchise. That's definitely for sure, and they're gonna be really good. Speaking about the Grizzlies with Ja, today, Tuesday, the fourth, my favorite player on that team, Jaren Jackson Jr. just tore his meniscus, I think. So he's definitely out for the rest of the year. So we'll probably see him next year. One of my favorite players, a really good player. So yeah, we'll move on to the next thing. I do want to talk about quickly some off the field NBA kind of thing going on. We have the Andre Iguodala tweet that everybody has seen by now. Andre Iguodala tweeted, "Number 23 is nice." Just kind of here and there, you know, nothing major. And people who don't know, that is WNBA player Ariel Powers. Um, so she kind of took it maybe the wrong way, where she kind of responded kind of but in a combative way, where it's kind of like put respect on my name. So that's kind of weird. Social media got into it. They hyped it up too much. It wasn't really much of anything. I guess for me, just if NBA players are supporting WNBA, I feel like the WNBA should try and kind of like get as much support as possible because it is a league that's kind of they're not even making money, so they're struggling right now. Why don't they just take any positive PR they can get, you know, try and get the players on board, try and get the players to kind of tweet about the NBA, get more people interested so that the league grows, the players get better contracts, and everything kind of gets better for the league. But alienating a player definitely does not help that, and that also alienates a lot of fans, and most people don't even take it seriously. So these fans don't take it seriously. They jump in the comments and say some sexist shit all the time, kind of bringing down everybody's mood about the WNBA. So that's pretty much just my thought about it. I don't think it should have been a big deal. It should have been like, oh, thank you. My name's Ariel Powers. Just put my name out there, you know, that kind of thing. Um, Next thing I want to talk about is the Rockets. This is my team to watch in this year because they have this small ball play going down right now. Like they are playing against big teams, they're whooping big teams. All they do is layups, threes, and just hopefully they just out rebound you. That's all they're trying to do. The good thing about the small ball is they can switch all five positions pretty much. They don't care about the big. They'd rather have you score two and they score three. That's pretty much their game plan. If you're gonna get all the defensive rebounds, you can get you can get them. Excuse my throat right there. If you want to get any of the offensive rebounds, you can get any offensive rebounds you want. That really does not matter at all. All they want to do is score threes. So you guys have to keep up no matter what, which in theory takes away the big anyway. So that's my team to watch. I think they're gonna make some noise, especially when Harden and Westbrook are really got it going on. Because if they have it going on, you cannot guard these guys. It's impossible. Next thing I do want to reach about, which is kind of scary also, is the Eastern Conference top teams. People think the East is like weak, but these teams are scary. We have the Raptors, who beat the brakes off LA Lakers recently in one of the games. We have the Bucks, who are probably are the best team in the NBA. Actually, they are the best team in the NBA. We got Celtics and Heat, which are scrappy teams. They have good ring players. They have really solid role players. These are teams that like if they have to go against a team in the West, they'll make noise. So for me, I'm definitely watching the East this year, especially the Eastern Conference Final. It will be super competitive. I would think it'll be the Bucks versus the Raptors, hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. But Raptors and Bucks are going to be probably the most competitive, unless we get the Lakers and the Clippers on the western side of the conference. And that's kind of pretty much it for the NBA. Nothing much really has happened yet. You just have I guess you do have the Suns who are playing really good, but they're more on the bubble of making the playoffs. You got Booker still doing book stuff, so he's good. I don't think they're making any noise. I doubt they're making the playoffs, but they are off to a really strong start, and they are making a case of why they should be a team that should be taken seriously. I'm just glad the NBA is back. I don't know what's gonna happen with next year with the bubble, but we can definitely reach upon that more towards the end. Because right now we just want to enjoy it. They've had good testing. No one's getting positive. Everyone's taking this seriously. But we do have to talk about NBA players being dumb, which is I know shocking to everybody, but we do that'll be part of the rant. NBA players doing stupid shit all the time. Um, but overall, they're clamping down on everybody, making sure they all get tested. So yeah, the NBA is back. We'll keep watching it. A couple more weeks until we get the playoffs, and it should be a wild ride. And that is it for the NBA section. Next thing will come, it will be a really short section, the soccer section. We'll pick that up real quickly. See you guys in a few.